Hannah Hamilton's Horrid Hullabaloo by Mary Anna Huesler. This series is dedicated to all the wonderful Hewitt girls I was privileged to teach, with a special thanks to Savannah Rosen for her invaluable help. Chapter 4, Marlo, Mendlebright. "I'm sorry," Hannah said, "but I can't possibly stay here." Everyone standing in a huddle gawked at her, silent and somber. "I don't belong here," Hannah continued, "here in this place. Everyone is so old. I don't mean in terms of age." She looked at the little blonde girl with the singed pigtails. "But you all lived a long time ago. We can't possibly have anything in common, except for being dead, of course." "But this is where you died," Sister argued, "and ghosts usually will remain at the place where they were last." A wave of despair washed over Hannah. "You mean I can't go anywhere else?" "Of course you can go to other places." The boy holding the cat dropped the cat on the floor, and right in front of Hannah the cat vanished. "Well, I want to live someplace else." Again that ghostly goggle from everyone. Sister Maria Constance's eyes were pointing in two different directions, so there was no telling whom she was looking at. "Well, okay, maybe living is the wrong word," Hannah said quickly. "Can't I just hang out someplace else? Aren't there other ghost residents?" "There are ghosts everywhere," Sister said, "but it's only the children who stick together. Adult ghosts prefer to be by themselves." "So let me get this straight," Hannah said. "If I want to hang out with other children who are ghosts, I have to find a place where they died?" In unison, the ghosts nodded their shaky heads. "I wish we could help you with that," Sister said, "but we seldom leave here, so we have very limited exposure to the outside world." "Which is exactly why I need to leave." If ghosts could look angry, these children did. "Sorry." "Before you go," Sister said, "you need to be aware of a few things. You have the potential, Hannah, to be a very powerful ghost." Hannah had never been a very powerful anything, so she figured Sister might say that only because she wanted Hannah to stay. They all wanted her to stay. They wanted her company because she was fresh and new. "You see," Sister went on, "when we die, we only have the knowledge that we left with. All of us have been ghosts for 50 years. The world has changed so much, and we know so little of it." "Like computers," another girl with thin blonde hair and round brown eyes stepped forward. She introduced herself as Mary Lou Butterworth. "You know all those viruses online that everyone is frightened of and blaming people in foreign countries? They have no idea. They're not the product of the living." "Why doesn't someone tell her the truth?" The little girl with the singed pigtails stepped forward. Hannah reasoned that she couldn't be more than 7 or 8, but she had a strange maturity in her expression and a profound sadness. "Rosalind," Sister interrupted her. "She has the right to know her enemy." Rosalind was also defiant, which Hannah admired. "Her name is Marlo Mendlebright," the boy who made the cat disappear said quickly. "Marla died last year in a car accident." Sister held up a ghostly hand, which made it obvious that she wanted to be the one to explain. "I don't know how she ended up here at this place. She certainly wasn't welcome." Sister paused. "Sometimes someone sends a ghost, and it's never a good thing. Marla is what we call a dead spirit. She's evil. And evil spirits are one of the reasons why we are all earthbound. She's going to fight for your soul, which will give her all of your power." Instead of feeling frightened, Hannah was feeling resentful. All of this was too much. She didn't know where she wanted to be, but it wasn't here in this dismal, burnt-out school with children who died a half a century ago and talking about evil spirits who wanted Hannah's very limited knowledge. "You don't have a choice," Sister said suddenly, as though she could read Hannah's mind. And she probably could, because there was no telling what ghosts could and could not do, although Hannah had a feeling she would be learning soon enough. "Either you're going to have to defeat Marla, or she's going to defeat you." "And how am I supposed to do that?" Hannah asked in an angry tone. "In due time," Sister said. The answer infuriated Hannah. I have to think about all of this, she said. Of course. Sister barely got the words out when everyone suddenly disappeared, leaving Hannah all alone. Alone and a little lonely, a little scared, especially when she heard swishing. She whirled around to see Mary Lou, who had been lurking behind, unnoticed. I didn't mean to startle you. I understand why you don't want to stay with us. We're a dismal group hanging out with these awful school uniforms. If I knew I was going to be stuck in these clothes forever, Hannah said, I would have chosen something different to wear before I died. I know where there are more recent ghosts. I tried to join them, Mary Lou said sadly, but they didn't want me. Where? In a school. Another school? Not my favorite place. Why can't they congregate in an amusement park or the mall or a bowling alley? It's an all-girls school on Blueberry Hill, Miss Anna's Academy. The ghosts live in a dollhouse in the library of the lower school. Hannah knew exactly where Miss Anna's Academy was. It was where the rich girls were educated. Hannah didn't like them when she was alive. She didn't think she'd like them any better now that she was dead. But she had always loved dollhouses. Thanks, she mumbled to Mary Lou, and then Hannah lifted herself off the ground and floated right through the walls into the cold, crisp autumn air, having no idea whatsoever that she was being followed by a dark, dank presence.